All right, guys, welcome to the tickers that we've been watching in past months. Those tickers are AMD and PAYC. So we first called out PAYC, I believe it was in May. And PAYC was in a very predictable trend. Note that I have not changed these support and resistance lines. And this goes to show the patterns that we've been calling out so far, and even though we just kind of started this channel, have been pretty accurate. So I wanted to first revisit PAYC. For those of you who've been watching my videos for a while, since the channel launched in April, thanks a lot, first of all. And second, you know, if you guys saw this ticker when we were calling it out, I believe, somewhere down here. So we're looking at weekly charts, and so I want to show you guys the 180-day chart. So we were talking about getting an entry around this area, and then it came down over here, and then I was like, okay, well, you know, it's perfectly normal because it was making a bull flag pattern that we mentioned. And now what's been happening? You guys can see it's been fluctuating between the resistance, right? It's a lower high resistance, lower low resistance support. But take a look that we've had a very nice bull flag pattern in the making. The reason why I like this pattern is at some point we expect this to trend significantly higher past this resistance area. So I just want to show you guys that the buy area for PAYC, I'm going to readjust these lines just a little bit, just to, you know, make it slightly better to accommodate for the more recent trends. Of course, we want to adjust lines as they come up. So that line is okay, but I like to put it more slanted. So if you guys are monitoring PAYC, if you guys are in a PAYC position, that is the way to go. Hopefully you guys can find some values in these technical lines. And then this line, let's make it like that. All right, so you guys can see this very nice pattern, and this pattern continues to be one that could be played over and over again. Your buy area, if you go long, should be around $98, $97. Note that we've held this pattern quite a long time, so you know, don't be surprised if we don't get down here next time. Maybe we hold at the 150 SMA line next time, and we'll see a rebound maybe only at $101 or $100, and I would not be surprised at that point because we've done this pattern for a while. But this continues to be a good play, and hopefully you guys were able to take advantage of PAYC or Paycom software, because I saw strength in this one. Look at this chart. This is the 1 year chart. I'll show you guys the 3 year chart, right? Nothing really wrong with this chart. And here's the 180-day chart, right, guys? So actually, now that I'm looking at the 180-day chart, I can make these lines just a little bit better. Let me angle this a little bit lower. Let's just take a look. As you guys can see, I like my lines to be really perfect. And one thing that, in the course that we'll continuously talk about is how to make, you know, very accurate resistance support lines. Because if you're off by $1 or $2 and you're trying to, you know, project what might happen to the future, that $1, $2 might be a significant portion between your buy point and your sell point. And therefore, I really like these lines to be as accurate as possible, so at least minimize that error, right? Or the uncertainty. Okay, so not bad. That's Paycom software. What was the other ticker? The other ticker we talked about was AMD. So here's Advanced Micro Devices. AMD, the reason why we like that one was a breakout trajectory, right? And I know you guys have been talking about AMD. Can we look at AMD? Can we look at AMD every day? And I've been like, okay, let's do it. Let's look at it again. But the way I'm approaching this situation right now is AMD is obviously bullish. Look at this breakout trajectory from a bull flag pattern that has been in the making for over a year, right? You guys can see the bull flag pattern over a year. Massive uptrend, but we boxed in this area, and this boxed in area is still here. I think we boxed it in last time in June, but it's still here. Why did I box it in? Because our entry point, in my opinion, the comfortable entry point into AMD would be at the 20 EMA or the light blue line. Where's the 20 EMA line? It's still down here between $13 to $14. Now, is it probable that we will get to $13 to $14 for AMD? Probably not. I mean, it might not get there, but regardless, patience is key, especially when we're so overextended. I'm perfectly fine, like I said, entering from 15 to 16. You know what? I can enter at 1627 perfectly fine, but it's got to horizontally consolidate around this area. If it horizontally consolidates and then the 20 EMA line all of a sudden catches to the 1627 level, I'm perfectly fine taking that position. But until then, there's potential for it to drop to the near-term support 1472, and you guys can imagine the 20 EMA line pulling closer if we do edge that area. So I'm still looking for entry positions into AMD, but certainly not yet. Wait for it until it comes to near the support, near the 20 EMA line, before taking that position. So I just want to show you guys, we called out AMD, right? When did we call it out? It was like $14 and change. We called it out around right here. And then now it's at 1627. So if you guys took advantage of that, what percentage of profit is that? That's over like 10%, right? And then with PAYC, what's the percentage of profit for that? If you guys did get in around that area down here, around $100, $101, that's another 10%. So point here is, the stocks that I talk to you guys about, it's not going to play out every single time. So far, it's played out every time, right? But it's not going to play out every time, but it's all about monitoring risk. And if you guys can see that pattern and you're comfortable, taking that position when it's near the low, that's what I want you guys to kind of grasp when you're looking at these charts. I know I talked about MU, Micron Technology, this month, and these are patterns that I kind of visualize and I see, and I personally, go into those positions as well. So, I mean, this is just what I see. And like I said, it's not going to play out 100% of the time. So it has to be something you're comfortable with after you've done that technical analysis and say, okay, I'm comfortable holding for blank period of time, and my stop loss is that. I'll get out when it gets there. That's what to look out for. In the meantime, thank you for watching this video. If you haven't checked out the weekend stock talks or the weekday stock talks, be sure to take a look at that. And of course, we do have a Facebook page that is live, right, guys? Facebook page. Make sure you join the Facebook page. You can talk to me by private message or whatever, and I'll be here to respond to you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys at the end of the month or near next month, sometime next month, and we'll take a look at MU as well. All right? Enjoy your day.